Hello and welcome in another episode of Derail Valley, where I'm doing my best to drive virtual locomotives without causing major disaster. Or do I? Anyway, before we begin, I'd like to remind you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that already and follow up with bell button to turn on the notifications and stay up to date with my latest content. Welcome back, and I hope you had great week. Mine was somewhat good, I guess. Anyway, we are back in our valley. We are back with our lovely little locomotives. And as you probably remember, in last episode, I managed to finally unlock hazardous material carrying jobs or hazmats. So I'm at level 1 hazmat license, which gives me access to some of the hazardous materials like fuel and perhaps some liquid flammables. So with that new ability, I do have access to some of the jobs that were previously unavailable. However, it took me a while before I could actually find a job that I can do. I'm not going to lie. As soon as I got the license, the game started to generate more jobs that I actually can't do. But that's probably how difficulty level works in this game. It is meant to motivate you to actually push forward with your licenses. And that's exactly what the game does. So I've started to receive much more job offers like long 2 license, which I don't have, with Hazmat 1 license, which I do have, or Hazmat 2 or 3 jobs with long license requirements. So unfortunately I can't accept neither of them. However, there are some jobs that sometimes pops up and I can accept them. So from time to time I can do some shunting with hazardous materials, so that involves loading and unloading things. And sometimes I can perform a hauling job. I do not have license for logistical haul yet, mostly because it costs 20 grand to get one, and logistical haul jobs are actually like, when you will see them, I can guarantee you that you won't see any difference between logistical haul and long haul jobs, mostly because both of these jobs in many cases include shunting before the job begins. So if you can actually shunt your consist before the job begins, then you actually did the entire part of the job that includes the job. So then you accept it, same as you do with shunting job. You first assemble your consist, you move it to loading or unloading truck, and then you start your job and pretty much smash through it within like a minute. It makes no sense to let players actually do that, because it removes all challenge from the entire game. So I'm hoping that developers will fix shunting and logistical haul jobs before they will be meaningful. Right now it makes no sense to have such. I do agree with the points from some players, yeah, but that gives you some jobs that you can quickly do and earn quite a buck from them. Yeah, but like, the whole idea of the game is to have some sort of a challenge. So if times on those tasks are challenging, then there is no reason why players should or players would be allowed to actually skip half of the job before that job is even starting to count time on it. So that's my argument to defend that. Besides, the game becomes way too easy when you don't have to rush to get the bonus. It removes the whole fun and whole challenge part of the game. Anyway, I'm not here to discuss if the game is supposed to be challenging or not. That's the topic for I guess some other video, and it might not involve Derail Valley in it. Anyway, today I decided to make myself a challenge. Yes, it is going to be a challenge of my own. Right, so what I'm going to do, as you can see, I'm sitting in my office and I got my modern screen with like a virtual job generator, I guess. So now I can pick up this job, and this is my favorite job, Hazmat 1 and Long 1. So I can do it, I can accept it. Train mass is within a limit of a shunter, so I can use either shunter or steam locomotive, which I have license for both. Unfortunately, I still don't have license for DE6, that big massive diesel locomotive that was added with Overhauled patch. Mostly because, again, that license cost $200,000, which I've never seen that much money in this game. So it's gonna take a while before we will be, or before I will be featuring such locomotive in my playthrough, or rather in my videos, because it's not exactly a playthrough. I am moving from station to station between the videos, and there is a little bit inconsistencies between each videos, so it's not exactly a clean playthrough. Anyway, so we have to deliver that to goods factory and town. So let's look at the map. Let me get out of my desk. As you can see, I got most modern equipment delivered by what is it called? Derail Valley Railworks and Transportation. There we go. Right. So we are here at Harbor in town, and we need to get here, the goods factory in town. And you would say, well, the road is pretty straightforward, isn't it? Well, no, because that's a bridge, and it goes above the goods factory in town, and there are no junctions. So I can either take this route, go above goods factory in town, go through all that loop, go down, and get back to goods factory in town, or I can jump in onto this route, get through steel mill, and then smash it to goods factory in town. Both routes, well, it will definitely take some time to get through them. However, I've never driven on this small bit of tracks, and it looks interesting. It looks thrilling, and we might see some good views. While on this track, well, I think I featured that track like at least 3 times in my series already. So it would be pretty boring to go on the same route, isn't it? I guess everyone agrees with me. Right, so for today's video I decided to take this brand new route. And I'm going to attempt to actually finish this mission within its time limit. And while driving on very unknown track, apart from maybe this last bit where I've already driven, there are some challenges. You never know what to expect, you never know what kind of speed limits you might get, and there are some tight and narrow bends in here, so I am hoping to see some low speed limits, and considering that this task requires me to deliver that hazardous materials within 34 minutes, it sounds like a challenge, isn't it? Well, I believe it is. So, anyway, we need to leave Harbor in town to the east, so let's have a look at station map. So east side is, oh, well, let me just leave this place. East side is there, exactly where I'm looking at, which is at the other end of the station. So let's first grab our locomotive. So that's the first decision I need to make. Do I want to use steam locomotive, or perhaps do I want to, where is that? There it is, roundhouse. So do I want to use one of these lovely little shunters to do the job, or do I want to use the big fat boy? Well, that thing is definitely a challenge to drive, but it's fast, and with this kind of cargo, well, it is a little bit overpowered. And I believe we might actually be able to make it. But on the other hand, well, driving this thing definitely requires much more attention, and one single mistake may lead to spectacular disaster. Well, we want to see something spectacular in those videos, at least already. Right, let's take it. So I'll be back with you really soon. Okay, so we are just pulling in on the right siding, as you could probably seen on that section where I did that time compression thingy. So I still try to keep you see what I'm doing. Anyway, as you can probably see, I'm trying to very slowly reverse into this siding. I might be going a bit too slow, but I really don't want to rush into this job, because a little bit of a too hard push on these wagons may and probably will result in spectacular disaster. So while I'm really tempted to show you some fireworks, I don't think that's the way, or that's the right time to do so. Anyway, right now everything is connected and plugged in, so we are officially ready to start doing some job. Right, we got plenty of steam. Our temperature is running very, very low. So let's rush it because very, very soon I will have to put some more coal in. And the best way to enforce putting some more coal into the boiler is to use some steam. Some of you probably noticed that I am trying to actually be more efficient with my fuel on steamer. I did read your comments about my inefficiencies, and I'm trying to fix them. Right, anyway, job is accepted. We got our cars, we got everything sorted. D6i, that's the only siding that I need to put my cars on. Right, I jumped into wrong siding. There we go. That's our lovely locomotive. And now we can just turn on the reverser and let's get this bad boy rolling. Let's use some of that steam. Okay, and now we actually have a good reason to throw in some coal and boost our temperature. So that is very good. Lovely stuff. Right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I think I managed to achieve quite good efficiency. And we are moving at around 25 km per hour, which should be pretty good speed for our train. So right now all we have to do is to get this bad boy into its destination. We got roughly around 32 minutes now, so let's get it done. Hopefully I can make it on time. Whoops, clumsy me. Oh my goodness. Right, I'm back in. Have no fear, I'm back in the cabin. Right, we need to slowly get out of this place. Let's also double check D6i, that's the siding we need. So we are going to goods factory and town. And where is siding D? Siding D is there. Okay. So we need to remember about that. And we are going to go uphill. Okay. So definitely putting some extra speed on our loco is highly appreciated. Yes, we are slowly gaining speed. I might have turned the reverser down a little bit too early. We'll see about that. I just want to encourage my loco to get to a higher speed. Yeah, she might have not enough power. Oh, well, seems like it's enough. Yeah, temperature is running low. Is it? Yes. So let me just put a little bit more coal. 3 shovels should be enough. Yeah, we are losing steam. That's because I am using quite a lot of it to actually gain some speed. I might turn the reverser up to get extra power. Accelerator, we can get to 80. So that's good. We just passed 30 kilometers per hour. I will turn the reverser down to actually get more power instead of well, to actually get more speed instead of more power. we can now close the valve. And our locomotive seems to be getting into the right speed. Good. We just reached 40 kilometers per hour. And the speed limit is 60. So that is perfect. Okay. We are doing perfectly fine. I'm at 50. And where are we? Yes, we are at this bend. I think we should be alright with our current speed. Yes, speed limit is 70. So we can totally smash it. That's very good. That is definitely going to help us reach our goal within a time limit. We definitely need to rush it a little bit. That's a new track, new adventure, and hopefully I will be able to reach my destination on time. New speed limit 70. I'm doing 60. I can now slow down, let it coast. We are going to also regenerate some steam, and we are going uphill again. I'm not sure about those rail cars, how prone they are to derailment. So I'm doing now 50. I definitely need to give it some juice. Because we are trying to climb uphill, and yes, our speed is raising, which is good, and new speed limit is 60. Okay, so we are doing perfectly fine just by now. Approximately 27 minutes on the clock, so we should be okay. I will slow down before that tunnel, or at least I will let my train to slow down a little bit, because I'm really not sure about this bend. I've never driven on these tracks. I'm not sure how well the speed limits are compared to reality, and I've seen people derailing tankers before, so there is definitely something to it that may eventually result in a fatal disaster. Right, I will give it much more juice, because now we need it. We are losing quite a lot of steam. I might eventually start to think about opening the vents. We are now at 9 bars. Speed is 60. And that is exactly the speed limit. Okay, so we are doing perfectly fine. I closed the accelerator, so we are regenerating steam. New speed limit 70, but this bend doesn't look so inviting, and there is another speed limit of 60 right behind it. I am doing just shy above it, so hopefully these rail cars won't derail by getting through this small section, and it seems like they did perfectly fine. So I'm doing exactly 60. Let me just quickly check the map. That sound was scary. I do hope that this wasn't derailment. Let's see the world map. Yes, I am getting close to my next junction. We got plenty of steam. So we should be perfectly fine. Speed limit is pretty high on this road. However, I do not want to go any higher than I am. I will have to dump some steam though. Unless we will have to use some of it. Right, I do have very limited vision right now, so I'm not exactly sure what is happening. Right, speed limit of 80, I'm going to burn some steam. Because I've just reached 18 bars. So that seems like a perfect justification of using such. Speed limit is at 90 km/h, which is perfectly fine. But I now need to check where I need to be. Right, we should be approaching the junction. Yes, the junction is just up ahead. Speed limit 60. Oh, I definitely need to slow down. So train brake is engaged, which will burn some steam, hopefully. Well, okay. It is not going to burn some steam on its own. Let's disengage that. Junction is set to the right direction, so we can now burn some steam for change. Yes, that is definitely moving this dial in the right direction. So there is a little bit lack of efficiency from my side, but well, considering that we just kept this dial at its highest for a very short period of time, and I'm not adding any more coal into the boiler, we should be alright. By the time I finish accelerating and regaining my speed, I should be perfectly fine with my pressure. And speed limit is at 60, I'm doing 54. Okay, we are getting through the tunnel. I can now reduce the accelerator. Speed limit is at 70. Oh, my rail car started to give me some sound indication that something is not exactly right. There is a little bit of a wiggle, but speed limits are okay, so I can give it a little bit more of a push. Let's pour some more water into the boiler as I can focus on it. There we go. New speed limit 60, so I can give it a touch on the accelerator, because I slowed down to 45 and I want to be a little bit quicker. I will soon have to add at least one more shovel. Speed limit of 30 up ahead, which is very, very dangerous. Okay, train brake saved me just now. I'm going to add at least one more shovel. To be able to keep my steam at the right level. Let's turn the accelerator up to increase the power, because I gave it a little bit too much of a brake, but I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. And we should now be, no, it's not yet now. Okay, 60 and we are going downhill. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I definitely won't need that much coal in the boiler, because the train is going to start accelerating on its own. And yes, if I wouldn't slow down before this bend, I would have most likely derailed in this place. So that was a very, very dangerous moment. However, I should be perfectly fine. And my train will be now speeding up on its very own, because let's face it, we are going downhill, so we can just let it coast. We don't need any more steam. It is generating at a slow but steady pace. We do have enough temperature in the boiler to keep the fire going, and the new speed limit is 70. Nothing has changed in terms of grading, so we should now be approaching, yes, very soon we will be passing above goods factory and town, so we should be able to see it from the bridge. We got approximately 19 minutes, and now the tracks are going uphill, so I need to give it a little bit more of a push in order to be able to pull this cargo. And we get really high speed limits, so we can push the accelerator even all the way up to the top. Yeah, we should be slowly gaining speed right now, but we are burning a lot of coal. Right, I'm going to give it 2 extra shovels to start generating steam at good enough pace. I don't need that much, but definitely some is going to be needed. Speed limit 70. Let's see the world map. Yes, we are going to be passing above goods factory and town really soon. We are running out of steam very slowly, but by the time we will be low, we should be able to have enough. We are going uphill right now with a speed of 60, and that's goods factory in town, our goal of today's route. Right, I can now start slowing down, let it coast. We are entering even ground with a speed limit of 70. We are doing just above 60, which is very good. So that will help us regenerate some steam. I can now add some more water to the boiler. Speed limit of 80, which is very good. That gives us a lot of way to play with it. We can add some more accelerator, and that's enough of water in the boiler. Good. Speed limit of 60, fantastic. We are at 40. We can add definitely much more of the accelerator. Is that 40? Yes, that is 40, so definitely we can let it coast now. We are doing exactly that, so the train is at the right speed. Perfect. And we got approximately 15 minutes to get to our destination. Question is, can we make it? Oh. Wow, the train has slowed down for some reason. All the brakes are off, but we are not speeding up. Right, let me check the world map. We soon will have to change our direction of movement and get through the junction. Right. For some reason the train is slowing down. I am giving her maximum she can get. So let's give it much more steam. Right, 3 shovels, which is going to generate a whole lot of steam. Let's open the vent to increase the speed of generation. Yeah, I need power. I need a lot of power now. Come on, you can do it, loco. For some reason, my locomotive started to struggle. I know we might be going uphill, but I don't think the gradient of that hill is that high. We are burning a whole lot of coal right now because we are trying to desperately regenerate our steam. And I'm burning everything on open vents. Speed limit is at 30, so that is good. We are struggling to even get to that speed, which is perfectly fine. Yeah, we are barely doing that. Right, I can close this one. That's good. Oh, that's a tight turn. Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel that this turn is really tight. And we should soon get to our junction. Yes, there it is. 50 kilometers per hour, but I can guarantee you that on this junction the speed limit will be much lower. So it's in fact quite a good thing that my speed is not that high. I can close the vent now. I'm gonna give it 2 more shovels, which might be a little bit too much, providing that oh my goodness me. I don't know why, but I have a feeling that one of the cars might have derailed, and that's why I'm struggling to get any speed. Right, let me just throw this switch and let's have a quick look at my consist, because something is holding me back. No, everything seems to be perfectly fine. We still got approximately 10 minutes, but I can't get into the right speed. Right, let's regenerate some of that steam really quick. Temperature is falling down, so I can throw one more shovel. There we go. I don't think we are going to get any bonus out of this mission. Come on, come on. At least 9 before I will set off. Well, that's the problem of having not enough steam. At some point you will need it and you just don't have it. Oh, okay, we are going... Okay, that was really tough hill. That's why we couldn't get to a proper speed. I have to admit, I'm pulling, how much is that, 300 tons? And this locomotive was actually struggling. That's how bad this hill is. So that explains why I can't keep the proper speed. Wow, the grading on that hill is absolutely hilarious. Right, we got 10 minutes to get to goods factory in town. Question is, can we still do it? It's not that far. We are getting very close. And right now the remaining part of the route is going to go downhill. So after this turn, you probably can already notice that my loco started to rapidly speeding up. That's because I've entered a downhill route. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are going down. This sign shows even ground, but I can guarantee you that it's not even. Yes, we are now going downhill. So from now on, we are back on using our brakes mostly. Okay, we are back in the game. Let's see if that's gonna give us enough momentum. Okay, we are speed limit is at 80. Let's quickly see. Yeah, we got quite a lot of road to go, but we should be alright. I am using independent brake to keep my speed in check, so the train won't speed up so rapidly. I can now release it because the speed limit is absolutely over the top. So let's use that opportunity to actually gain some momentum. And as you can see, we are actually speeding up. Temperature in the boiler is going low, but I should be alright. For now, speed limit is at 90. What's that? Is that 80? Yes, that is 80. So we can now benefit from having higher speed limits. And there is quite a bit of road to actually go through. Speed limit of 70, so now we need to start braking pretty harsh. That's independent brake for you. I am doing exactly 70 and the train is rapidly pushing me. Wow, it's really tough, but we should be alright. Am I going to derail? That's a good question. Right, I am slowing below 70. 60. Yeah, I need to give it a touch on the train brake, because I really don't want to risk this cargo to derail. Okay, speed limit of 80. I can release on the brake. Speed limit of 60. I am doing 50. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. One shovel just to keep fire going. We are going to need it. Another tunnel. Okay, the speed is jumping between 60 and 80. We are on that massive loop, which is good. I am at 60 right now, and I will engage some train brake to hold the speed a little bit. I can now release it. Good. We are getting there. We are slowly getting there. However, we got only 6 minutes approximately, and I don't see that we are actually going to make it. This route is really demanding. However, it is super fun, and that is exactly the factor that we need. Right, speed limit of 90, so I will drop another 2 shovels in, because we definitely need that. As you probably noticed, I added some of the acceleration as well, so that we can get that speed going. That's a very dangerous tree. Right, we can now reduce it. We are exactly at 70. Oh, I could. Oh. I think we went too far. Right, speed limit is at 40. I can now release it. Oh, I need world map. Where are we? Oh, we are still good. We are still good. We are still in the game. But I had to really rapidly slow down because I just jumped into that section having nearly 60 kilometers per hour on my clock. So I am now releasing my brakes. As you can see, the steam is still pumping up, and I now need to speed up. Yeah, we are definitely not going to make it. There is approximately 4 minutes on the clock, and I'm still not getting there. I'm still quite far away from the station. Okay, we are speeding up, and the gradient is going down. Right, now I need to be ready to switch my direction of movement, because we are approaching another switch. Come on, loco. I need to work on that. Okay, speed limit of 80. I do have a feeling that something jumped off the track. That's why this locomotive is struggling so bad. I don't see a reason why my locomotive would struggle to actually speed up on this road. But all the cars seems to be on the track. Right, speed limit is at 70, but I know that this is not exactly true. Yeah, 40. I definitely need to keep my speed in check. Last thing I want to do is to go past 40 at this moment. Am I slowing down? I am slowing down. Okay, we are heading in the right direction. 70, but I know it's not exactly true. Right, I'd rather go slower. Yeah, we are approaching that junction. And I remember this one. It is a very nasty one. It requires me to do very, very bad slow down. Yep. 30, and I'm doing 40. Oh. Yikes. This is tough. But independent brake actually saved me. I am doing exactly 30. And I still haven't derailed. That is very, very good. Right, we are still in the game. But there is approximately 2 minutes on the clock. So no chance to get a juicy bonus. We will, however, successfully deliver that cargo. Wow, this is very, very demanding road. Right. $70. That's a very, very good. We should now be approaching junction that will lead us directly to the station. Right, the tracks are going downhill, so I can slow down or let it coast, if you prefer to name it that way. Okay, good. I am going much slower than I have to. I know about it, but we pretty much wouldn't be able to build up that speed, and then we would have to slow down again, because from what I remember, just after this bend we should slowly see our next destination. Train is slowing down for some reason. Right, speed limit of 30. I can give it much more juice. How's our temperature? It's getting low. I will give it one more shovel. Definitely. Speed limit, I'm not sure what's the speed limit, but I'm doing 40. Right. We should be okay. Yeah, I don't hear any derailment sounds, so we are good. We are definitely good. 70. Okay, that's really comforting. I will keep it at 40, however, because I do expect to see that junction really soon. Where am I? Oh, okay. First one is oil well, but I'm still not sure what is the junction setup. So I will definitely be very conservative on the accelerator. We definitely went past our time limit, so no bonus for us for today's route, but it was really exciting so far. I'm having a blast, and I hope that you are having fun watching it. Anyway, we are on a slow side. Okay, speed limit 50, which is exactly below what we are doing. Might need another shovel just to keep us going. I can give it a little bit more speed. Okay, this junction is set correctly. Are we building the speed? Very slowly, but yes. Okay, limit of 50. That is very good. Can we make it? Well, definitely not on time, but right now, if we can make it in one piece, I guess it's a massive and great success. It is pretty tough mission to actually accomplish, I'm not going to lie, but well, we did our best. Right, this switch needs to be flicked, and new speed limit is 60, which is exactly below what we are doing, so we should be perfectly fine. This one is closed. We can now just relax. 60, 50, that's good. We are still okay with our speed. Well, we tried. We wanted to actually get that juicy bonus, but well, that mission wasn't that easy as it looked. Right, the tracks are going uphill. Come on. Are you kidding me? I had brakes engaged. Oh my goodness me. So I believe that was something that was pushing me back. Okay, that is a massive failure. Anyway, we are on the right track to goods factory in town. So we are almost there. We definitely now need a little bit more steam. We had to open the vent to regenerate steam as we are climbing uphill. So that is definitely something that is going to set us back a little bit. We got 3 bars worth of steam, which is not exactly enough. We are still slowing down, but we are also building steam. Oh my goodness me. Oh well. I definitely need to practice a little bit. Right now she's getting maximum what she can get. And we are getting there. We are getting there. We are currently at almost 5 bars steam. Loco is getting faster, which is good. And we are burning coal like crazy. Okay, we got it. We got it. Water level is good. Steam generation slowed down significantly. I can reduce it on accelerator to keep it building up. I'm going to throw 2 more shovels to keep the temperatures really high. We definitely need much more steam. Steam is building up, which is good. Train has slowed down a little bit. I will give it much more power at the exchange of top speed, and we should now be able to actually get faster. Steam is still building up very slowly but steady. And our speed is quite stable. Okay, I still have a feeling that something has derailed, and that's probably why I can't keep this loco going really fast. Something went back, something went bad, and I don't know what, because my whole train seems to be on the tracks. But I'm definitely struggling much more than I should. Right, I'm having nearly 6 bars worth of steam, and temperature is going down already. 3 shovels worth of coal. I definitely need that. Okay, temperature is going up, which means that we should soon start seeing some better results. Come on, you can do it. Okay, steam is building up. I can now close the vent. Yes, I am still building up steam. Come on, you can do it. Okay, Now I need to go past this section. What's the station map? Yes. We are approaching from southwest, which is the only approach. We need to go through siding B, which we are passing now. Then we need to pass onto the loop in the middle, and then reverse into siding D. Right. So let's get our... Okay, we now entered station. So we can go on the lowest speed. I can let it coast because we are on even ground. And now let's see. I need this first switch to be changed. Is it this one? Yes, this is... Yes, that's the one. This one is set right. So now I can let it coast. Good, good, good. Now I can roll into the right siding. It doesn't appear that I derailed. Right now when I entered station, my loco suddenly stopped struggling. I don't get it, but for some reason that's the job. Right. I need to leave it at D6I. What's the siding D6I? Can I see it? Not exactly. I will have to get out of the locomotive. Oh, D6I is that's the last siding, right. I first need to enter that loop and let the loco to stop. Okay, I rammed that switch, but I should be okay. Let's let entire train to roll in. Okay, we should now be A-okay. I can stop my train, there we go. So everything is okay. I can throw that switch, that's for sure. I can carry on this way, and then I need to throw this switch. And then I can just roll in. Perfect. So I am going to roll in with my consist. I don't need to uncouple my loco right now. So the brakes are off. And we can now roll in. We got just enough steam to get into the siding, and then our boiler should become cold. Well, we didn't make it, that's for sure. I'm definitely on the road much longer than 34 minutes, but at least we seem to be safe. We are now rolling into the right siding, and as soon as we do that, we can finish this mission and get our paycheck. It might not be as juicy as usual, but at least we haven't caused any disaster, which is good. It was a challenge. It was challenging route. I could have perhaps pushed my consist a little bit harder than I did. There were quite a few dangerous moments that I went through, and definitely I felt a little bit of that very needed stress that is associated with a challenge, that keeps you doing stuff a little bit under pressure or feel under pressure. So that is very good. That gives me another reason to keep playing this game. I've started to feel a little bit bored with the previous tasks, because they just became too boring. They were not challenging anymore, since I had a way how to finish them. There was absolutely no challenge. Anyway, we've just rolled in. I can now stop my locomotive. We are on the right siding. So this thing is now stationary. Independent brake. I can release train brake, and now I can close this valve, disconnect this. It doesn't matter if the pressure has been released. Great, locomotive is separated. And now I can go to the station office, which is located on this side, I guess. Yeah, there she is. Or there he is. There it is. Never mind. There it is. Yes, there it is. And in progress. What? Excuse me? Oh, you plonker. Oh my goodness me. Right. Let's act that this never happened. Oh my goodness me. Right. I should still be okay. I actually didn't realize that it took me already so much time. 50 minutes. Are you joking me? I do realize that it took us a little bit of a time, but 50 minutes. Wow. Anyway, let's get it done, shall we? Okay. Right. Now, you've probably already noticed what was my issue. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah. So, I was so focused on talking that I didn't notice that I actually pushed my consist into the wrong siding. So, eventually, yeah, it takes even longer to finish. Oh my goodness me. Right, how do I get me in? Good. Right, I need to keep observing. Right. I should now be good to go. There we go. Let's now release that brake. There we go. I had to use train brake to actually get it faster. But that might have not be the greatest of my ideas. I am now rapidly using the remaining steam that I have to actually push some more of it into braking system, which is surprising because, well, with that much steam, not sure if I would be able to build that high pressure in the other boiler. I'm not physician, but if pressure in main boiler is below 6, I probably would be struggling a little bit to build over 6 bars in other pressure boiler or pressure pipes. We'll see. Right. Anyway, we are pushing those cars. So we should be able to actually get there. It takes forever to release that pressure. Do I really need to... okay. Throw one more. Let's build some of that steam. Come on, come on, I need a little bit more. Oh my goodness me. Oh dear. Yeah, with 3 bars I'm definitely not able to even push that thing. Probably locomotive on its own would be able to move, but I need to build a little bit more pressure in brake pipes. And in order to do so, I need to generate much more steam. Wow. So I actually burned extra shovel of coal. Just because I'm clumsy. Okay. We are moving. We are now getting there. Brakes are off. And we can now get into the correct siding. Do we? Yes, we can. Oh my goodness me. Right. Anyway, mission is completed. It took me much longer than I expected. That was way over the top. Like 50 minutes. Definitely, that's definitely way too long. Wow, I did expect that this route will be a little bit longer. And it might actually take longer than I expected, but well, apart from this mistake at the end, which is my fault, it's clearly terrible that I did such thing, but well, like, it was definitely way over the top. Right, Loco is blocking the siding, but wagons on its own will be okay. Right, I lost some steam because of that, but I don't need to preserve it any longer. Because the task is now officially completed. Where is that? There we go. Yes, 57 minutes. Oh my goodness me. Right, we haven't caused any damage, which is good, but we definitely didn't make much money. Let's see how much of a cost have we accumulated. So yeah, from 12 grand that we are going to make, we have to give back approximately 4.5. That's definitely not making us much money. On top of that, I will definitely have to crawl this locomotive into siding that will let me service it. Anyway, this episode is long enough for you to not have to listen to my summary. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to get informed about my new content, hit that notification bell button and don't forget to share your comments down below. Have a great day and see you all later. Later. Out.